Jimmie, Allen.
Stealing kisses out there in the dark. Yeah, it might be
I like how Big D doesn't know words.
I'm not saying that I'm perfect.
I haven't heard that version in forever. We wouldn't even play this version anymore.
Oh, really?
With everything I got, girl, I'll give you my best shot.
I'll try.
I'm a little drunk and I miss you.
That was a jam. I wish that would have done like more. That was my song.
But Drunk and I Miss You?
Yeah.
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 We play that live.
What do you
Y'all
eat?
Mm-hmm.
You eating breakfast?
Yep.
What you eating?
Eggs, bacon, and then,
Oh, like you literally have a
my
a
vegetables.
plate.
My vegetables. Krispy Kreme donuts.
Okay, it's bacon. I didn't know it was bacon. I thought literally
man.
he had a plate full of ketchup.
Oh, no. Turkey bacon, baby.
Your face is skinny, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, man. That's what happens when you catch COVID twice.
So did you? You trying to get in?
I've had it twice, and I'm just
Yeah.
thinking about how big I would be.
Yeah, we did it wrong.
Man, catching COVID now, boy. Like everybody getting it, boy. You walk outside, like it's so funny. Like a friend of mine caught COVID, and his like wife was like so mad. How could you do this? He's like, what do you mean? I didn't like wake up today and someone catch COVID. I went outside. Somebody breathed on me that had it. And now I got it.
Now I got it.
Yeah.
Bro, I went to the grocery store. It's not like
Yeah.
I was out licking random people on the
Yeah.
sidewalk.
She act like
Which
she
is fun, by the
Yeah,
way.
Don't do that.
She act like she cheated on, like he cheated on us. I can't believe you
How
would
could
do
you do
that
this
to
to
me.
us?
Basically lipstick on the collar.
Man, pretty much, boy. You'd have thought she caught her in the bed. She caught him in the bed with somebody and said that favorite line the guys always say, it's not what it looks like.
Wasn't me.
It's exactly what it looks like.
Now what it looks
Okay?
like. Little Shaggy.
We're reacting the Bible.
Congrats on the new album, man. It's called Tulip Drive.
Thank you.
It's named after your grandmother's street.
Yeah, the street my grandma lived on in Delaware.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
that's cool.
Yeah, Tulip Drive is like, it's like the last piece of this segment. Like, so everything I do music-wise and even like television, like I have this plan. Like, actually, I'm going to post it on Instagram. I have this notebook from like 2011, 10. The last time I wrote it was like 2013. It's beat up now, but kind of talks about what I wanted my first album to be. After my first song went number one and second, the transition into television. I always knew my second album would be a collaboration album, but at the time, my grandma was still alive. I mean, my dad was still alive, but my grandma had passed. So I was going to name it after her. It was going to be Betty Orm. But then once my dad passed, I decided to name it like Betty James. And then I always knew Tulip Drive would be my grandma's street, and it would be the album where I actually like dug deeper and made sure every song on the record connected to me, whether it was like,
And you have all this mapped out. I know you have a bigger plan than just that because we've talked about it privately about your long-term plan. You basically want to own the world. I mean, you have big plans.
yeah, man, because I feel like we all have our job because someone had an idea, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like if I've been blessed to be in a position and have a platform to have an idea that creates jobs for other people to help them live their dream and support their family, I feel like as a human, that's my obligation. And, as a believer in God, man, I really believe in humans and loving people, not what you look like, not where you come from, not who you're into. That's that's between you and whatever. I just care about people,
Yeah.
and how can I help. And I feel like, with this record, I wanted to unveil more of me. Like, there's a song here called Settle On Back. Hopefully at some point it'll be a single. But it's the first song ever recorded about my bipolar disorder, so when my dad was alive, he was a person that I could call, could talk to, would go see him a lot in Delaware that really, when I had my mental breaks, could pull me back. So now it's going home to Delaware and fishing. I use Shimano fishing rods. No, I don't have a deal by them. I'm going to keep saying their name until they give me one. I know a lot of people say, don't post the brand. No, if you want to work with the brand, mention that brand all the time.
Yeah, you're right.
So that's that one. And then the relationship songs on here, they're about certain girls I dated through high school and through college.
You went and Taylor Swifted people.
Yeah, I didn't use their name, though. You know what I mean? So, and even songs that I didn't write, I wouldn't put a song on this record that I couldn't tie in lyrically to a exact
Yeah.
moment, because I feel like I'm in a place now where I want to show people more of me, a full out honest album, because the other albums, most of the songs weren't about me other than Warrior, and All Tractors Ain't Green. But all the love songs, no, they're about characters from television. I would go to Epcot at Disney and like watch couples argue or watch them love each other and kind of put their relationship, create a relationship for them kind of in my head. And that's what
If you were
songs are
watching
about.
me at Epcot, you'd be singing about my wife and I doing Drink Around the World.
Dude, that's where it's at.
That's where it's at.
The
man.
best thing is seeing parents stressed out by their kids and then just chugging drinks. Like
How many times have you been to Disney?
since 2012, I've been to Disney 98 times.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I aspire to that life.
It's amazing.
So
I just
great.
go. You know, I tell
Yeah.
people, like, people say, I can't afford Disney. I was taking my son to Disney when I was a server making $19,000 a year. It's all about budgeting. Because if you look at the money we spend on certain things, we could save so much money. To me, it's just all about how bad do you want it? Are you disciplined enough to set aside that money
That
and,
goes
not touch it?
That goes to anything, not just budgeting. That goes to relationships. That
yeah.
goes to whatever. If you
That's where I
really-
need help with the discipline. Well,
Yeah, but if you
Yeah.
really want something,
Yeah.
you're going to find a way to make it happen.
yeah. Except for communication. My mom, my wife, every girl I've ever dated said, Jimmie, you're terrible at communication. And you're always late. I said, listen, here's the thing, baby. Here's the thing. Friendships and relationships, you're not supposed to love me for who you want me to be. You're supposed to love me for who I am. And that's where I leave it. There's it's a crack of junk. It might be. But
they
all
have
my friends,
Get out of here, Jim. Come back because it's true.
Oh, it's such a dude thing to say.
it is.
I love my friends for who they are. Like, I got 3 strikes against me why I'm always late. Okay, first of all, I'm a Gemini. If you look up Geminis, we're flaky,
Okay.
we're late, whatever.
Move on to the next
You
one.
know what I mean? I'm a musician
All right, fair.
and I'm black. Black people always late. It's a thing. I accept it. I said it.
BPT, man, that's
Yeah.
a thing.
It
Oh
is,
my
bro.
gosh.
Black people time is a thing.
No.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You ever met any black person on time?
I don't know, but
Not
we
at
have-
their funeral.
we
And
have
the only reason why
Bubba,
black people
and
on time
Bubba's
at their
late
funeral
for
is because a white
everything,
dude pushing the coffin.
I got Bubba people time.
Bubba people time. Yeah, black people time, Bubba people time.
Because I'm always late.
Y'all about to get a
Oh.
call. This is the last episode of Nicky and Bubba.
Jimmie Allen's got a new album out. It's called Tulip Drive, and a song that is on there, and I just love it. It's like a love song to your father, and it's such. And so many people have related to this. It's Down Home. More with Jimmie Allen coming up. New album, it's out. Tulip Drive. Jimmie Allen is with us. This is now I can't believe this is the 3rd album, man.
Yeah, man.
That's nuts. Three albums.
It's so funny. Somebody was like, Jimmie, how are you like when you're what 4th or 5th single and got 3 albums out? I said, because here's my thing. I've seen artists where they'll be on their 3rd single and just now put out an album or an EP. So I'm a fan of my live show. What I don't want is to have 2, 3 singles out, and then the rest of the songs I'm playing that people can't even purchase, or I'm playing covers. So for me, my live show is more important to me than just focusing on one album. Because to me, I don't care if I'd rather sell a million. If I sell 1 million records the first week or over the course of a year and a half, it doesn't matter. It's still 1 million records.
Yeah.
And I'd rather when people hear my name, be able to go back and have more than 5 songs.
Yeah, you're
You
right.
know what I mean?
No, you're right.
Well, we talked about that with somebody. We were talking about touring, and
Yeah.
you know, there's a point. What was it, Patrick? Once you get to like 5 or 6 number ones, you're pretty much set for life. You can tour on your name and on those
yeah.
hits forever. But anything before that, if you've had 1 or 2,
Yeah.
you still got work to do.
And then there's no music out. Like I remember when Make Me Want To came out, like where there were some artists that would play a lot of covers in their songs. I only did 1 or 2, and I played album cuts. And the crazy thing is, if you're at a show and you're selling anywhere between 500 plus tickets, those listeners are going to listen to your music. So I'm singing album cuts at shows, and people know it. Because I'm like, if people are coming to see me, they're not coming to hear me sing Garth Brooks songs. They're just not.
Yep.
They can stay home and listen to Garth Brooks. So I feel like as an entertainer, as a musician, it's my job to give people what they come to see. They're taking their hard-earned money to come see me live. So I need to give them a great show. So now me and my band, we don't play any covers. We'll play 90 minutes, no covers.
Wow.
The only cover I might do is Shallow because me and Abby Anderson put it out, but I haven't done that all year. So we just do songs, man.
Yeah, do you? Jimmie Allen's with us. The album is called Tulip Drive. We'll come back, talk more with Jimmie up next. Hang on. Jimmie Allen in the studio with us. A new album is out. It's called Tulip Drive. Bubba does not know something that is on your album.
Oh, no, I do know because I've been here. I'll turn it up. I know exactly where you're going with this. Jimmie Allen did a song with the love of my life, who has been the love of my life since she was in Selena.
Oh, Selena Steele.
J-Lo.
Boy, Bubba and I were in Vegas, and he...
Hey, I had a
went
chance
body.
to meet. I had to meet. I knew she was in Vegas too, so I'm like, I gotta meet J-Lo.
So you
Oh, I did.
stalked her?
I
Oh,
was
my God,
like, I was calling everybody I knew who was connected to her record label, to this and that. I'm like, look, yeah, you know, we're gonna
Let me just walk by her and just smell her perfume.
We're in the same building at the same
Glow
time.
by J-Lo.
Oh, you know the J-Lo stuff that she wears like $1,000 a bottle because she ain't playing like us.
So you seen Selena?
Yeah, the movie.
So you know, late at night when
Oh yeah, Dreaming of You, and I love.
it's sleep.
I'm a
love
huge Selena fan. Yeah,
I got to see her statue when I went to Texas.
Corpus Christi.
Corpus Christi, her
Yeah.
little statue that's out front. Dude, I love Selena, man. It's so crazy what happened to her. How she got shot.
That's that whole thing.
I was like, why did she shoot out of jealousy? Like, what was it?
She was stealing money.
And she got
was
caught.
the fan club president, and she was stealing money.
Why didn't she shoot herself?
Because people don't think
Because either way, I'm
rationally.
like, so now not only did you steal money, you're going to jail for murder too.
See, and that's the
Like,
problem with most
way
people.
to plan that out.
That is the problem with people, I think, in general. You know, people always talk about, and you said it, so I'm going to go there, gun violence.
Yeah, man.
You know, people are just selfish. They're selfish. You got a problem with yourself, take it out on yourself. I hate even saying that because people are like, oh, you can't do that. But do not
Man,
take it out on anybody else.
That's my thing, bro. Everybody, to me, in my opinion, worried about the wrong thing.
Yep.
Gun laws ain't the issue. There's rules against crack cocaine, but people still out here finding crack. The problem is,
Dude,
and
I
the
got
reason-
a Narcan opioid addiction all the time. It's illegal.
There's the people. My thing is, it's not about gun laws won't solve the issues, man. The issue is the lack of love and the lack of value of human life.
Yes.
So when you value human life, doesn't matter. My dad had hand grenades at the house when I was a kid. AR-15s, you name it. My dad had a bunch of guns. You know, he was a Marine in the military, and he just loved them. But he never used them to hurt anybody because he valued human life.
Yes.
See what I'm saying? Yeah. So you have all the gun laws you want, but until we value human life, we have all these issues, whether it's racial issues, whether it's terrorism, whether it's bullying, whatever. And then my other thing with bullying, that's why I put the kids' book out. I feel like the reason why kids get bullied, I blame parents. Because when I was a kid, my parents equipped me with enough confidence to realize no matter what someone else says about me, how I feel about me is all that matters. And if you teach your kids at a young age that you know you matter, you're special. This is the rich family history you come from. When someone tries to pick on them for their clothes, for their weight, for their eye color, it won't matter because it's just words. And that's what I teach my kids. That's what I teach my son. You know, my son got into this bully. He came home crying one day. Daddy, there's this kid that pushes us on the playground. I said, listen, that's what you do. Next time he touch you, punch him in the face.
Take him in the nose or
2
get
days
him in
later,
the throat.
2 days later, the principal calls me, Mr. Allen? I said, yeah. Your son got into a fight. I said, it was that bully on the playground, huh? Yeah, you know, we've been having problems. I said, see, that's your issue right now. The fact that you've known you've had a bully.
Yeah.
And you've done
didn't do
nothing
anything.
about it.
You are
That
telling me
bully-
nothing new.
That
I
bully
had
ain't touched nobody else.
My son did the same thing. I told him, hit him back.
Yeah,
And he messes
awesome.
with you, punch him in the nose.
Yep.
We're
And they
covering
finish it.
We're really fixing a lot of problems.
Yeah,
right.
Because that's how I look at it. I hate it. My biggest pet peeve is when I see parents get on Instagram, my child is bullied. That's your, well, instill some confidence. It is our job as parents, as guardians, anyone that has a younger kid in your life, whether it's a neighbor, whatever, to instill so much confidence in them, to build up their self-esteem to the point where what someone says about them does not matter, does not affect how they view themselves, and it shouldn't. But the problem is we got all these weak parents running around here who raising weak kids, and we need to fix that.
What about people who don't take their grocery cart back?
Oh, same thing.
Here's my thing about that. If you take your grocery cart back, how will the basket boys make money?
Yeah.
Well, but
Well,
you
you
got to
have
put
to
it in
bring
the
it-
thing.
you
know,
bring it
put
to the
in
corral.
See, I used to be a cart boy, and I enjoyed going all around the
I get
parking
it.
lot.
I'm
You want to
just-
why? Because you get to take your time.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Where's
go
Jimmie?
where
I
all
don't
the
know.
baskets are like all in one thing. Where's
Yeah.
Jimmie? Oh man, I had to go to the back of the parking lot.
So
man.
what I
know
should do
somebody over there.
next time I have a cart, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it to the back of the parking lot.
Hence why.
And then I'll walk back and I'll be like, I'm doing you a favor, kid.
Because like I used to be a janitor, right? And then I would stay after basketball games and football games and like clean up, and we made more money for that. So I'm like, man, if everyone cleans up after themselves, we don't have a job. So next time at the basketball game, throw a little extra trash on the ground. It's like I'm joking. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
I love it. I love it.
I'm
Jimmy
joking.
Allen, the country star Jimmy Allen says,
Hey, man.
leave your trash on the ground.
Creating American jobs, man. You know?
Keep America rolling. Highway.
Just don't litter that Freedom Highway.
Do not litter on the highway because the
Never.
people that do those are the people that get out of jail to do that. You know, you see people clean up in the orange.
They need
the
a
orange
job
suits.
too, man. They need to.
They don't get paid.
Yeah, they need smokes.
They don't get paid. We paying them.
All right, coming right back with Jimmie Allen. Hang on.
Hey, Jimmie Allen in the studio with us. Oh yes, Mr. Jimmie Allen. Hit after hit after hit after hit.
I wish.
You got him, man. I saw you talking about how many hits Keith Urban has.
Oh yeah.
Getting some concussions after so
Man,
many hits.
Keith was like probably my favorite. Like Keith, man, I'm spitting food out of my mouth.
Because
my
you're
friend.
eating.
So
I mean,
Keith, man, I went on 2 acts before him the other day. It was he headlined, Chris Jansen went on before him, and I went on before Chris Jansen. And I stayed and watched Keith, and wow, like that guy
Yeah, it's.
is the real
Yep.
yeah.
deal.
Yep.
Like, first of all, what cracks me up, he had this B stage where he came out with his acoustic, and Keith was like, yo, so I'm going to play a piece of his new song. First of all, I was like, okay, this song's going to be a hit. He plays the whole song. I said, Keith, that's not a piece. That's the whole song.
He might have
But
got
I'm glad
into
he
it and
did.
said, I
It's
remember
so
the words.
good. Because if he'd have played a piece, I'd have been mad. Because I'm a huge Keith Urban fan. Like, huge.
Yeah.
And, like, when I text him and he texts me back, I still freak out. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I was glued to the stage his entire show. Like, I went out and watched it from the front of the house, man. Like, his band, you know, whether it's Nathan, whether it's Jerry Flowers or whatever, man, they're so good, man.
They're all. It's like they're gears, man.
Yeah.
They work together so well.
He said, I'm going to play this new song. I'm not sure about it. He played it. It was a hit.
Yeah, you know, like sit down,
It
Keith.
was a hit.
Leave some for the rest of us. How's the fam, man? Everyone's doing good.
Yeah, man, they're
Everyone's-
still expensive.
Yeah.
My wife
And
was
they
showing
get
me.
more expensive.
Yeah, my wife was showing me pictures today. So they have this new house, right? I saw this house. I bet you did.
Yeah.
They have everything we need. They have a basketball court and a pool.
Okay.
Don't you want a pool at the house? No,
Yeah,
I
not
don't
really.
like pools.
Not really.
She was like, well, what if I want to lay out? I said, you can lay out outside in the backyard right now. You don't need a pool to lay out.
No, you do not.
You know,
And plus,
the sun
insurance
is
goes
the
up.
same heat.
I was
whether
like, you
have
don't
a
need
pool or
a.
not.
People been getting tan in Africa for years, and they ain't got no pool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what we talking about?
Yeah. By the way, have you still playing the credit score game? How does it keep going up? You getting better? Is it going
Man,
down?
my credit score is really good right
Is
now.
it good?
It's-
Actually, sometimes
dude.
it'll go down because once you get out of debt,
Yeah.
they're like, it's
Hence
a
why I
game.
don't pay for anything. I'm so cheap, right? I bought something that cost $9,000. I bought it, then I went to the bank and took out a loan, and now I'm paying $50 a month just to keep, keep it going. Yeah.
Oh, just to keep your credit score going.
keep the credit score
Oh.
going. Man, my credit score the other day was so good. I was like,
Are you in the 800s?
I don't know, but it surprised me, dude.
Oh.
Like, it was like, my credit score was so good. This cop pulled me over in Brentwood. He said, oh, sorry, Mr. White Man. I didn't mean to.
You send your credit score to all your you send it to your buds. You screenshot it, send your buds from high
listen,
school.
That's how you know you're getting old, when you spend too much time at the bowling alley and talking about your credit score. Listen,
How much time do you spend bowling
dude,
in a month?
like, I put it this way. I flew back from New York. I landed at 7. Was at the bowling alley at 7:45.
At night, I'm assuming. Right?
At night, yeah. So I'm like, now I'm a professional bowler. I'll be in Vegas in a couple weeks doing the USBC tournament there, doing a bunch of different bowling tournaments. I'm in
So
like
what's
4
the
or 5
highest?
bowling leagues.
What's the best score you've had?
288.
Oh wow.
I almost had a 300 4 different times, but I always end up messing up in either the 7th frame, the 9th frame, or one time I got 9 straight strikes. Then in the 10th frame, I got an 8 spare. I was pissed.
Oh, wow.
And it to the point where it ruined my day.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't sleep that night. I
that's the
just
kind of
thought about it. And then I found myself, I said, screw this. I got up 2 in the morning, drove out to Smyrna, and went bowling because Smyrna Bowling Alley is open 24 hours a day. So shout out to Smyrna Bowling Alley, Franklin Family Fun Center, and Tuscaloosa Strike and Spare.
Not
To
an
the point where-
endorsement yet.
I was just
Yes.
going to say,
I
though,
love
that's
these
good that you
places.
didn't quit because what happened is I had the same thing. I got to where I was getting pretty good at golf, and then I started regressing. So
Yeah.
I just quit.
I'm terrible at golf. Every 6
No, but I'm saying with you with bowling,
Yeah.
you were right there about to get that 3,
Yeah.
and then it fell apart.
I'm
and
still going. So
good,
I'm in a
good.
couple leagues now, and one league my average is not that good. It's like 180. But in the other ones, I'm like 210 average. Another league, I'm 215 average. And the other league, I'm like a 219 average. Chuck Wicks, great bowler too. He's on like a couple teams with me.
Nice.
Chuck Wicks can bowl. Like,
You're the
bowl.
weirdest person I know, I think.
Oh, for sure. I'm an old man, dude.
Yeah,
I don't
you
want to
are.
do nothing but bowl,
And
go to
look at your
Disney
credit
World.
score.
And
look
does
at my
anything
credit
beat Bowling Alley pizza?
Nothing, dude.
Nothing.
See, I don't like when I go bowl on the road. So like we bowl on the road. Like me and my band, I made them get into it. We got balls on the road, so we all go bowling, and they'll find some place. Jimmy, let's go here. Like, no, I don't want a family fun center. I want a bowling alley, a place where the person cooking the food got like 3 teeth.
Yeah.
You know, you might see some mice. You know what I mean? I don't want all the lights and the no. Give me a bowling alley
Old
that looks
school.
dirty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you don't feel comfortable taking your shoes off in here, walking around barefooted, that's the place for you.
How'd you get that hookworm? Well,
Don't worry about how I got this wingworm, but I got it $2.99.
hey, congrats on the album, man. It's called
Thank you.
Tulip Drive. It's a new stuff from Jimmie Allen. You can catch him online as well at Jimmie Allen. It's IE. Jimmy's with an IE.
Huh?
Huh?
What was that?
Jimmie.
Kind of started
We're not going to rush past that.
fading out there a little bit. Do I have to spell your name?
That's how he got some more.
Jimmie.
Yeah, Jimmy Allen. Catch him on Who cares about Jimmy Allen?
All right, $2.99. Jimmie Allen, everyone. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Hey, if you like that video, go ahead, like, subscribe, click the bell, you know.
You have been told what to do. Do it.
Do it!